daddy, my daddy, on this special day, this is the song we sing. Happy Father's Day.
The father is the head of the family, and he is the one who gives the family the image the world sees of the family. He gives the family the identity. The father is the one who carries the vision of the family. So he gives the family, he provides the family their daily needs, and is able to understand what the future holds for the family. So he has a bigger perspective of what the family is supposed to be achieving or supposed to be doing. So right from his wife to his children, he has the picture, and he's able to help them to see what the world has to offer to the family. So that's in a nutshell. So the father provides, the father directs, the father gives perspective, and he helps the family to move the way they're supposed to be. And he acts, or he remains, the leader of the family. He's the head. He's the head. Of course, he is the head. And God has made him the head. He's made him the priest and the prophet. So as the head, he's able to know ahead. He sees, he has the vision of the family, and he's able to help the family achieve the objectives that God has assigned him as a man to achieve. And that's what, the man helps the family to be able to, achieve together. Due to economic factors, cultural issues, technology, even in our day and time, technology and social issues that are coming up, we're having issues of LGBT and all of that. So job issues, it's made fatherhood a very difficult task to fulfill in this part of our world. And so men ought to stand. Men ought to understand that they can, in this very moment, they can fail. If the man fails, then the family fails, the nation fails. So we want to inspire and encourage men to stand up, to be different, to stand up for their family. Once the man stands, you can be sure that the family can look up to him and be able to. Of course, there are some families that the men are actually struggling. If you're unable to pay your children's school fees because you've been sacked from job, or your business is not doing well, now there are actually inflation. Some people's businesses are really struggling in these times. He can't pay school fees. How does he provide for his family? This man needs to understand that the family is looking up to him, and for the role that God has placed the men in, it will be important that the man understand that this is the time I should be strong and resolute and be able to stand so that I can be behind this family and move them forward. Men in this time have to be more assuring, because the family expectations are growing, yet the situations are becoming more difficult. Take, for example, how technology is now changing our world. You live in a house where you feel you have a child, and you as a father say, okay, stay in the house, don't go out. But in the room, somebody's controlling your children. How do you make sure that your children have these gadgets and still they are forming the virtues and the values you as the father would ensure that they, so we want to make sure that we remind fathers that there's work to be done. There is the need for us to stand for our family and make sure that we are getting the values that they need. We are getting them to understand, even if there are challenges, we will overcome. And so don't give up as fathers. Don't look back. Rise up and let's fight this fight together. Let us be different in these times. And I'm sure that once we keep on fighting, once we keep on doing what we ought to do, someday will come, we will be proud that we never gave up. We will be proud that though the turbulent times came, it was difficult for us, we didn't look back on our families. There have been fathers that had to run away from their families and from their homes. Why? Because maybe sometimes your wife doesn't understand you. Why? Because you have been mentoring your child, the child doesn't get your perspective. Daddy, don't give up. Keep on engaging. Keep on giving them yourself. Keep on talking to them. Someday they will understand you. If it is not today, it is 10 years to come. Don't be tired. You've been talking to that boy for how long? For 5 years and he doesn't get it. Please don't stop. Don't stop. Keep giving him the identity you need. Keep sowing that seed into him. Keep talking. Keep providing. If even that woman isn't allowing you access to that house, please go give that money to that boy and ensure that that boy goes to school. And I believe that once you keep on providing your fatherly duties to these children, I believe that will make the difference. A time has come, we need to show our families, our children, even more love. That is, you need to communicate with your children. You need to have chats with them. For even the smaller ones, you need to play with them. Make time. It is hard. It is not just about the job. You need to make time to play with them. You need to make time to have a chat with them. You need to make time to be around them, your presence, and allow them to make mistakes so you can correct them. If you don't create those opportunities, then we are creating gaps for these families. And I believe time has come that we rise up. We stand up, that it is our moment and time to make the difference. This is the time that we beat our chest that we are the men. And we want to be the men for our family and for our children and for the future of our nation. So let's rise up. Things aren't easy, but we cannot fail. We cannot fail. We can't fail. Let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. Let's keep saying the right things. Let's keep encouraging. Let's keep lifting our families up. Don't use defaming words. Don't use defaming words. Sometimes your words can either heal or break your family. Be encouraged. Use the right words. Lift your children up. Encourage them. Encourage them that someday it shall be well. Someday definitely it shall be well. But you make the difference in how you help this family to journey on. I beg you, keep on doing it. Raise your hands. Just as you raise your hands, Moses lifted up his hands, and there was victory coming. Once your hands do not go down, that the victory will come to your family. Let's keep on doing the good thing, and let's keep on doing more for our families. And I know sometimes too, it's tiring. We carry all the burdens on our shoulders, and it's very difficult. But I want to encourage you. As a man, I understand you. There are times that we want to look back. There are times we want to throw in the towel. There are times that we want to shed the tears. Be encouraged. Even God, our Father, knows that we are going through difficult times and He will not abandon us. So let's not give up, okay? Don't give up. Try your best. Give the little that you think you can give, and I'm definitely sure that these little contribution will pay off in big times.
Oh Lord, I pray for all of our fathers. Bless them from Zion and give them